start time. Today's meditation came from the Divine I Am and Mary Magdalene, and it really, oh yay. So excited to have you here. So happy to see you. So happy to see you all, but one particular I haven't seen in so long.
Good to see you.
Love seeing you guys. I was just explaining that this morning's meditation came from the Divine I Am and Mary Magdalene. And it struck me a couple of weeks ago that the word history, and it's been hitting me a lot recently, the origin of words, like we just use them and kind of take them for granted, don't really think about what they mean from their point of origin. And I thought about the word history, and it really speaks to his story, like somebody's story, right? We think history is like this etched in time, kind of chronology of everything that's happened, but it really is somebody's story, somebody's version of what happened is what we view as history. And so today's meditation really is about the disentanglement from some of the stories. And this isn't getting really specific in any way, but more of a guiding of a release. And I was just talking before a lot of you got on about the fact that a lot of the changes that are happening on our behalf, sort of subliminally, without our knowing it. Some of the changes, we've gotten huge waves of plasma. They have the hugest release of plasma from the sun that anybody has ever observed. It's all coming to the earth. What's happening? That's shifting our vibration. That's informing our DNA. It's informing our waters. All of these things are happening sort of on our behalf. Welcome. So glad you could join. So just looping back a little bit about what I originally said is about the word history and his story, and how this is kind of like something that we all are glued to, what's written about the past. And so today's meditation really guides us back. And it's to me a practice, and not necessarily an event or a healing space for everybody that's here, but a practice of how we can rewrite the story and disentangle ourselves from it. And so that's what we're guiding into today. Mother Mary and the Divine I Am. We all are the Divine I Am, and that is the most powerful access point that we have to our soul, to our spirit, to who we are at our core being. And Mary Magdalene just really here in this powerful essence as a human practicing. You think about what Mary Magdalene and the Essenes did is they practiced. They had these rituals, they had these routines that strengthened them, that showed them the way, that honored their bodies, that saw the highest potentials. And so I really believe that's where we're moving into. And this meditation talks to us about how we're being stretched and strengthened and moved and guided. And it's almost as though what we're experiencing as humans, we've already created. And, we're the end point, we're the experiencer, but all is being navigated for us by us. And so it takes some of the pressure away, but also can reduce some of the pain, because we know we've decided it already. We know we've written it already. This is our story unfolding and perhaps rewriting something that we perceived as painful or bad or good, or some other label that put it into a lower vibrational aspect to us, relationship to us. So that's what we're doing today. I'm so glad that you could join. Find a comfortable shape for yourself, sitting up or laying down. And I'm going to mute everybody. And probably what we'll be doing at the very end is I'll just quietly sign off. There is an announcement that says recording stopped or whatever, Zoom call stopped. Sorry for the jolt of that. But I just wanted to allow space if you feel like you'd like to stay in meditation and continue the path, because this again is not rewriting a specific event, but a practice of how we can rewrite our story and disentangle from it. So glad you could join today, and I'm just going to mute everybody and we'll receive some context and then go into meditation. So taking time to close the eyes and being gentle with yourself today, as always, but especially today. We're moving in great ways and moving in great waves. And we're changing eternity. So that feels so serious. But it's this ease that we can find that allows us to move so easily, gently, and impactfully into the future. So feeling that ease come into your body by softening your experience, softening the body, a gentle closing of the eyes, release of the jaw, face softens. Maybe rolling the shoulders back and down as we allow the heart space to lead. And drawing deeper breaths in and prolonged breaths out. Fully expanding the inhale. Filling the lungs on all sides. And if this is gentle, this inhale can feel like it's expansive and limitless. And then releasing the exhale. Perhaps even more than you think you can. Just even more. And taking these softer breaths, each breath informing each breath, taking in each breath, bringing ease into the body, into the embodiment, a softness, a gentleness. A sense of ease and grace. As the breath becomes subtle and the body sinks deeper and deeper into the earth, into gravity. Held here in sacred space. Safety. As though the earth is the womb of your very birth. Mother Gaia Sophia holding space. As we call in the divine I am within each soul here. And the beautiful, graceful Mary Magdalene as our teacher today. She guides us through this greater understanding of a way, an attunement, and an awareness of a way, a practice. And Mary Magdalene shares, today is a new day. And each day a beginning and an ending. Today represents the creation of the future and the sorting of the past. The remembrance of what was and the integration of what will become. Today, you can decide what aspects of you will release to hold. What aspects of you will continue and what you will leave behind. And consider the leaving behind to be the letting go of what does not bring you great reward, and the movement to what does. And consider what is great reward. Great reward is attributable only to you. You are unique in this way. What rewards you? You are unique in what inspires, what brings joy, what challenges you to grow in a way that you embrace, in what strengthens you, what fortifies you, what nourishes you. And these are energies, just the same as the energy that brings you happiness or joy. You see, as humans, you are wired to take challenge as an opportunity for growth, to know that it is a natural part of life, of strength, of resilience, and of hope. And these passionate challenges provide the living legacy to what is on the other side of them: accomplishment, satisfaction, and a new point of view, a new perspective. These are hardwired aspects of growth, and yet sometimes humans get stuck in the ways, and they cannot see the growth ahead of them. They cannot see the potential as desirable or feel called to effort. You are tired, drained, uninspired to move forward. And we see this. These are trying times. Trying times. Let's look at that phrase, trying times. It means that we are throwing things at you, sending things your way that challenge you, that strengthen you, that force you to consider who you are, what you desire, and what you don't. So that when the choosing comes, you know without the shadow of a doubt how to choose. These are important choice points. They require considering legacy and the building of the future. They are deep. They look at who you are, at your core being, and they consider the experiences that may distort you, challenge you, and hurt you. Pain is a great perspective, a great informant. And this is not punitive. It is informing you of the great importance of choice, of intention, and of growth. You are moving in ways you cannot see and cannot fathom. Growing in ways that change your legacy, that change human history. Not just your life, but the lives of those who come to live under the new conditions. You see, the way is changing, and humanity is remembering. And as you create opportunities for others to observe changes within you, in how you live and how you operate, how you behave, how you advance yourself, they too will choose your way, not as a follower, but as a remembrance. They will see themselves in you and remember, like a mirror held up to potential. And it just takes a glance, a gaze, a smile for them to remember. So now that you know that humanity relies upon you, it takes the weight off your decisions because they are less personal, less painful, and it gives you an ascended view. And not to say that your choices will be easy, that your path will be clear, but you are the harbinger of change, the bringer of the ways, and that this leadership, this mentorship is your soul's call. And you are here to learn so that they can grow in your footsteps. We are stretching you and stretching the very fabric of humanity, collectively forming a new way. So together we grow as one, together we love as one, and together we form a union of love, uniting differences, distortions, and ways of pain into a union of love. So today, back to you and the myriad of confusing ways we have presented. Perhaps you have been given dozens of similar opportunities to do the same thing, feeling stuck in a cycle. Repetition builds strength. Perhaps you have been in pain in what feels like forever. We are building resilience, tolerance, balance. Remembering the challenges of your systems, the access to what you perhaps need or desire. We are reducing your dependence upon them, strengthening you and inspiring you to new ways of resource, eliminating what you need and isolating what you truly need. We are modifying what has become unsustainable to the growth of humanity by trimming down, paring down, limiting choice, and focusing you on what you desire so that you can feel the choices, see the choices, so that you can know how and what to choose, what supports you. The fifth dimensional soul aspiring to be an angel upon the earth. And remembering that angels bring love, protection, glory, and perspective to humanity. And this is who you are and who you came to be. Today we assist you in your selections by guiding you. Let us breathe in union, breathing in and breathing out. And remembering wherever three are joined in breath, a union is made as we breathe in and breathe out. joining body, mind, and spirit as we breathe in and breathe out. Joining past, present, and future as we breathe in and breathe out. And sinking deeper as your own breath takes over. Holding space and breath for you, the singular being on this earth at this time. And remembering the past. And you can travel now to your previous day, to your childhood, or to the star of your origin, allowing the higher self to take you to where you need to be, a space of remembering. A space of remembering who you are and where you were when this began. This choice point became entangled. And remembering your orientation, how you stood at your core. Feel your fortitude, your strength, a sense of freedom. Sense of desire. Sense of hope. Feel this. Remember this. This is you at your core being before the matters that entangled you. At the beginning of this journey you are completing. Allow that to resonate for a few more breaths. As you breathe, come into your being as a unified human, where you may have made different choices, having a bird's eye view. Looking at you with compassion for that human, the circumstances they found themselves in. And the view wasn't easy from where you were. It takes a bird's eye view. And you can see why this turned you in the direction that it did. And now that you know, you are fortified. Make a choice for her or him. Now that you know, what would you do? Tell them where to go, what to do. Tell them you've got their back, that you see them, that they are loved. You are so very loved. Acknowledging this is hard. They are you, and they are supported, guided, and led. Given direction, but sometimes the task of being human is overwhelming. There's too much noise to hear, too many distractions to see, too much pain to feel. You could see now that it made it hard for you to move, to choose. So now you choose for them. Choosing for them. Telling them that it will all work out. Share with them that they will be stronger, wiser, and happier, that they can know. If they choose wisely and fervently, don't give up on your dreams and your desires. Advise them to pull away from what limits them and to release the binds of fear. To let it go. You are free. Life is for the living. Be free. Make a choice for freedom. Make a choice of love. Loving the human into choosing what you so deeply desire. And let us breathe quietly while the timeline exchanges, lining up the greater way as we overwrite what has been written, relay a new story, a new point of view. And breathing in as we unify, and breathing out as we release. Breathing in as we sanctify the union of body, mind, and spirit. And breathing out as we release pain, fear, and regret. Breathing in as we become free. Breathing out as that freedom comes into view. And breathing easily because you know. Breathing easy because you are showing yourself how to move, how to grow, how to choose, just like you have seen. You are guided, you are supported, you are led. The choice most resonant to how you feel is the brightest future, no matter where the journey takes you. Choice most resonant to how you feel is the brightest future, no matter where the journey takes you. Choose wisely so that you feel it. Feel the freedom of your choice. Feel the beauty of your choice. Feel the independence of your choice. Feel the truth of your choice. And this is your core being, knowing that this is true, that this is right and true for you at your core. Your divine I am showing you the way. Every step a choice of freedom. Every step a choice of love. And every step a new foundation for love. A new way. For a new love. A collective way. Simple choices make big impacts. Leaving the big ones to us. Just as you are leading the way for others, making the path for a new way We have left the path behind for you. And you are remembering. We are guiding and you are remembering. And so it is. And it is so. And breathing in and breathing out in unity. And breathing in and breathing out in remembrance. And breathing in and breathing out in deliverance. Allowing you time now for meditation or journaling, whatever you choose. You are being inundated with blessings and love as streams of divine light come into your being, into your field, forming and surrounding you with love and well-being. And I thank you for joining today. Namaste. Continue on your path of today's meditation.